Each time Billy walks into her daughter's room, one thought runs through her mind.
Every time I come in, I hope she's sitting here.
Still no sign of 13-year-old Hailey Dunn. As the criminal investigation intensifies, the Dunns say they worry if Hailey will be found alive, but authorities say the missing persons case is still active.
Oh, we will not quit until we find Hailey.
And as more people turn their attention to Sean Adkins, the only named suspect in the case, authorities want to remind people Billy's former live-in boyfriend is not the only suspect.
There are still persons of interest beyond Mr. Atkins.
I love her with all my heart, and I believe she loves me with all her heart.
Billy says regardless of who did it, she just wants her daughter home.
Hope is all I have.
I went to Odessa. I had a tip. Somebody may have seen Hailey. And I went to Odessa on Midland Street and Wall Street. And I interviewed a lot of people and walked up and down the streets, passing out flyers, talking to everybody. And it turned out to be a girl I never found her, but everybody said that she looked much older than 13.
We are taking your calls. You just saw Clint Dunn speaking. That's Hailey's father. And I want to tell you that he has actually gotten out and gone door to door begging people for information about his missing girl, Hailey. You're taking a look at video of her room. Her little bed with princess over it, stars on the wall. There's her little cheerleading outfit. That was one of the joys of her life. She loved being a cheerleader. Everywhere she's got stars and butterflies. You are seeing her things laid out in her room, and there is her bed, and no, that's her dresser. What was striking me as I saw her bed is that the cops took the sheets off that bed. And at this hour, forensic tests being run on those sheets for those of you just joining us as they pursue a theory that she may have been molested and murdered. On the other hand, her mother believes and hopes desperately that her girl is still alive. Out to Mark Class, president and founder of Class Kids Foundation. It is not beyond the realm of belief that this child is still alive.
I think that's absolutely correct. I think it's way too soon to be writing this child off. I think it's very good that law enforcement is looking at other suspects besides Sean Adkins, that they don't have blinders on, and there are plenty of scenarios that exist that could bring this girl back home. We must never forget Elizabeth Smart or Sean Hornbeck. They're great examples of kids who were written off, but or even J.C. Dugard. Miraculously, they appear years later and are able to put their lives back together.
Mark, you have the opportunity tonight to speak to Billy Dunn, and as a matter of fact, everyone, Mark Class has actually sent an elite group of searchers that are going to be searching for Hailey. What is your advice to Billy about what to do now, Mark?
Well, Billy's staying involved, and that's really important. Both Billy and Clint have found ways, a comfort level, I guess you could say, in this nightmarish scenario, to stay involved in the search for their daughter, and they're moving it forward. They continue to do that. They continue to hold on to hope. Here's what they have to do, Nancy. They have to take care of their own needs. They have to try to get some sleep every night and try to get some nourishment every day, because you know what? These things can go on for a long, long time. As I just mentioned, we all know that. And I guess what you need to do ultimately is put a playbook together on how you're going to move it forward into the future.
We are taking your calls out to Maria in Massachusetts. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, dear. What's your question?
Are you beautiful children? My question is for Billy. I'm not blaming the mother at all. I'm just curious if she knew about the mask and all that he had on MySpace.
Okay, let's ask. What about it, Billy? Did you know? And there is video of him apparently smoking pot on video, which, you know, he must be a complete idiot to be doing that on video for the world to see.
Yeah.
You answered this question last night, but please answer it again for Maria.
Okay. I did know about the mask. He had masks that he bought, he traded, he sold. I didn't know about the videos or the pot smoking, but I did see last night on your show the videos. I do believe it's before we got together, but I don't think he was at least smoking pot while we were together. But I did know about the mask.
We are taking your calls, but I want to give you the tip line again, 325-728-5294. There's a $15,000 reward for help.